Hello, everyone. The thing about Nigeria is that there are so many things happening that they just pass through your head because you're overwhelmed with a lot of injustice going on, a lot of bad governance, a lot of lack of accountability, a lot of lack of transparency. It's one battle or the other. There's so many hashtags going on. At every moment, you have 10, 15, 20 cases on your head that you're looking at and you're like, this needs my voice here, that needs my voice here. Some you're doing them, behind the scenes, some you're doing them in front of in the scene, some of them in front of this, a whole lot going on. That's not the Apart from that, you see the people who are coming to ask you constantly for money as if you hold the key to CBN to CBN in your hand. Meanwhile, the people that they voted for, they will not ask them for money. It is you that you're so it's as if you're putting your life on the line, you're putting the lives of your family on the line, you're putting your finances, everything on the line. So hey, but anyway, this particular one, I just saw this one now, and this is Undume. You understand? Undume is coming out to talk about from the reports that it's here that Undume, let me look for this. Undume is coming out to talk about the fact that the whole of the southeast that they have five ministers, and that Ogun State alone has four ministers. That is that fair? And he said that's not fair. And you know, I don't know. That's what is being reported. You have this. Is it the Phoenix News or something? But I'm still trying to process. You know what? I'll tell you, because I actually, as soon as I saw, like, and I went to Google, and it turns out it's actually true. I did. So I went to Google to say, I said, does Ogun State have four ministers? I say yes. Ogun State has four ministers in the current Nigeria federal capital, and they are Wole Edun, Bosu Tijani, Adekunle Salako, and Jumoke Oduwole. The number is notably higher than the typical one or two ministers per state and has drawn commentary. And so you have Wole Edun as the Minister of Finance, Bosu Tijani as Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Adekunle Salako, Minister of State for Health, Jumoke Oduwole, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment. A bit, I'm like, wow. So this is really true. So the thing where the whole of Southeast, because Southeast has five states, it is the only state that has less than six. Every other state has six except Northwest that has seven. So that's why you have 36. Northwest has an X, and that's why a lot of people have been agitating for that creation of a state in Southeast. Even when they say, okay, yeah, Nigeria, we cannot be creating more states because there's no money. Even the ones that are states are really not like states, since everybody is depending on federal to bring in money. But many people do agree that there is a need for equity and justice. There is a need for Southeast to have another state created so that they too would have, six states. Six states means a lot because, for example, now where a situation whereby you have three senators per state, the Southeast is automatically shortchanged because they have 15 senators now, where the other regions have 18 senators, and you have the Northwest automatically has an advantage because they have seven states, and so they now have 21 senators. So that's so because of this sort of like injustice in a way, a lot of people have said, okay, let a state be created in the Southeast and have it. And on the issue of minister, it is constitutional. It is in the constitution that there must be, one minister, at least one minister from every state. So it is the barest minimum that has been done in terms of this Southeast having five ministers, because you must have five ministers from the south. If every state in Nigeria must have a minister produced, and the reason why this was done basically because of the federal character, in terms of ensuring that everybody is carried along, because literally, and it's true, if you say, if there's no federal character that forces this thing that everybody must be carried out, so that its power is not tilted to one place that it becomes unjust or unequal. If you want to get all the ministers of of Nigeria, all the ministers, if you want to get them from one state, you can actually get them. There are states that have incredible people, competent, talented, what have you not. If you, in short, there is a family that can give you 36 minutes. And let me even forget state myself. If you go around, you will see families that if you say it is only from that family you want to pick ministers, you will see them and they're actually competent, they have this thing. But will it be fair? It will not be fair. Will it be equitable? Would that be equitable? Would that be just? It will not be just. And so, in writing that constitution was to ensure that federal character to say, hey, yes, if you leave these things, and some of this, and everything is about number. If you have 100 people and you have 3 people, you are more likely to be chosen from that 100. The people that have 100 are more likely to be chosen than people that have 3 or 10 people. 10 people. So those ones that are not, but there are other states that are disadvantaged, and because of that, you have the federal character. That's why even for when people they are talking about this, what do you call this? Reserve seat. Some people are like, oh, would that be fair? Will women not be? It's just the way that the federal character is in line with. That's where the people who are pushing for that, because that's the same thing that they are also, asking for. So coming back here, so it's the basic that has been given. So there's no how you can have, if for example Tinubu's legitimate administration refused to give 5 ministers to the southeast, then it will be unconstitutional. It's committing a crime. So it did the barest minimum. But you're seeing Ogun State. Ogun State is having 4. Meanwhile, a whole region is having 5. 5 states are having 5. One state has 4. Hey, hey, hey. And then the people now say, oh, there's no marginalization, nobody is being marginalized, it's the people's imagination, blah blah blah. Hausa people have a saying, they say gaskiya a faɗe ta da wando. Say the truth should be spoken with trouser. That's the literal. I mean, as in, whatever will happen, even if it's against you, say the truth. And you know what they say the truth and shame the devil. So when you see, the people from the southeast talking about marginalization, let's not look at it from our own lens. Oh no, there's no marginalization. Are they marginalized? But they are these. No. When somebody says it's being marginalized, listen to that person. Put yourself in that person's position. Put yourself in that person's shoes. That is where you know. Don't stay from a place of privilege or a place of arrogance and begin to say that, no, this is not. And I can tell you, until I saw this report from Undume, there is this report that says Undume pointed out that the Southeast has 5 ministers and Ogun State, one state, has 4 ministers. I never thought about it, and I'm sure you didn't too. Thank you so much for watching.